How's it going, everybody? This is Seth, and this is Trevor. This is the first episode of the Helmet2Helmet Podcast. We're going to be talking about Apex, Batman, and the Flash movie.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, you know what I mean? So, we're going to start off with the Flash movie and see where we go from there. What's your thoughts?
We saw it together. We saw it together, so we know the initial thoughts.
And it doesn't help that we already recorded this twice.
No, once.
Well, once. This is the second time. Yeah. But
the sweatshop in the back was a little too loud.
Yeah.
Had to quieten them down a little.
Had to get some Neosporin for them things. You know. But no. I don't know, man. That movie just wasn't good to me.
No. What'd you rate it?
50 to 55 if I'm being generous. It just wasn't. It just didn't like besides the original Bat being in it, it wasn't interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, what else watch value did it bring to the table, in my opinion?
Yeah.
Like, it just the way they did the Speed Force was all right, like you were saying. I just the running, they just tried to play it over silly. It's just like it was just exactly like how people messed up freaking Thor: Love and Thunder. It's such a good franchise, and Thor's a badass. I mean, but
and then you make
then you make them pretty much like Barbies and rainbows and all jokes.
Yeah,
it just don't make no sense. So I didn't particularly like the movie.
No, I gave it a 74 as we're walking out. I think it's definitely lower than
that. Yeah, I think you're too generous for that. A 74, I would always put Civil War at.
Captain America Civil War?
Yes.
I'm about to quit. There's no shot.
Well, I mean, it was that for me, a 74, that's what, 25
that's a
off?
C.
That's a 25 off of a freaking, you know what I mean? But like, A is freaking Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Those are vastly different movies. And the middle round is probably about, I would say, first Iron Man. Which I'm not saying Civil War is a bad movie, but 74
it's
for me is still a good movie. It's just not something that I really feel like rewatching.
Yeah. Anything lower than 60 to me is like
dog water.
Gone. Yeah.
I mean, that's why I said, like, I mean, I'd watch it, and, like, if I really had the chance to watch it again for free, I guess I would. But, like, I don't know. Movies like that especially, it's nice to see when, like, you know, I mean, cameos and stuff like that, which they had a few, but...
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage with his long hair as Superman.
It looked absolutely...
terrible.
I could have probably drawn him better than the CGI in that. It's been talked to death already, but... Like when he's in the bubble, I can't remember what they call it.
I don't even know. I guess it's like the multiverse.
Yeah, well, when he's running in the bubble and you see that, you know, it's like a freaking theater, like a coliseum around him of like the people, like his mom and dad, like it was when it was showing like his birthday parties and stuff as he was going back.
It looked like freaking.
Man,
you said, PS5 or PS2 graphics.
Yeah.
Or PSP graphics. PSP graphics.
PS graphics.
It wasn't good, I wouldn't say. I mean, it wasn't terrible. I've definitely seen worse. If I had to rank the two, Thor: Love and Thunder was worse than that movie. Wouldn't want. You probably could. You would have to pay me to watch Thor: Love and Thunder again.
I watched it again to make sure I wasn't.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Well, how could it be that bad? My thoughts. How could it be that bad? Maybe if I watch it again, maybe I just like, because I watched it with Ella and her family, so I was like,
maybe I was just too judgmental.
Yeah, go back.
Terrible.
Bang, 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 click, 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 reload. Bang, 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 click, 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 reload. Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, there's very few movies that I just like. I really hate. Like to this day, I've only had one movie I turned off. And there's one movie that to this day is still my least favorite movie, and that's Buried Alive with Ryan Reynolds.
Oh,
terrible movie!
Yeah.
Such a bad movie. I mean, it was just doesn't so get out. Yeah, it just doesn't get out. Well, and it's just like a boring movie. Like, but the only movie I've ever turned off, though, I still watch that full movie. But the only movie I've ever turned off was Fast and Furious.
Which one?
I think it was the second to newest, or the newest, or like not this 9? Year, but like I think it was 9. I just watched it, and he freaking drifted into a pole, wrapped around his tire, swung up, got off, and continued to drive. I was like, "There's no way. If the pole is sticking, it's gonna hit your suspension. It's gonna be wrapped around your suspension or your tire, like your tire itself. How's it gonna let loose? How are you gonna drive? The freaking frame of your suspension, your arms, your suspension. You know what I mean? It's just gonna be gone. That or freaking." You're gonna have a camber kid.
I didn't see it.
It was just terrible. Like he drifts into it, hits, slides down up a mountain, flies up, and I'm like, I'm not watching it. No, I turned it off. And just the acting's so bad. I mean, I don't like freaking
John Cena's in it. Which
I like John Cena.
I like John Cena, yeah, but
I don't like Vin Diesel.
I don't like John Cena in a serious role.
Yeah, no. Well, that's not. It wasn't even like serious. Well, it was like stupid serious. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
Like Peacemaker.
That's a good movie.
Killed it, bro. Yeah. He killed it in the Suicide Squad.
Yeah. That was all right movie. You
liked
it a
Flash.
lot. But yeah, I mean that's like you don't have to do too much to do that.
Just be average.
Yeah, just
above
to be average.
Little. Not, yeah. Because it was
just a rough movie.
Dude, I don't understand why it looked so bad.
I mean, I can get over that. Like, graphics isn't like the biggest thing. I mean, one of my favorite movies of all time, 2 of my favorite movies of all time is Star Wars, the original, and the freaking Jurassic Park. I don't know how you feel about Jurassic Park, but
I love
when Jurassic I was a kid, I'd pop it in, VCR, replay. Play.
Yeah, I have all of them.
Yeah, I mean, they're very good movies. I mean, my dad
don't make sense really, but
I mean,
the biggest thing, like,
Star Wars didn't make sense back in the day, really.
Yeah, but like, have you ever noticed? Like, I noticed it even when I was little. So when they see the T-Rex and the drain in the car stop, he shuts the voltage down to the fences, draining. Like they see the water.
Yeah, the rippling.
Yeah, and then they look around. They see the goat's gone, and then the goat drops on the car, like all that. Mm-hmm. The T-Rex goes from the enclosure. So this is the enclosure fence. He goes from the enclosure to the road. Mm-hmm. After they do all this stuff, the car falls off the cliff.
Mm-hmm. Like a huge cliff.
Where'd the cliff? How?
Where'd
the ground go?
It's Spider Rex. That's where he came from.
No, bro, dude, the T-Rex from Spider-Verse is God, that's perfect, bro. That's literally perfect.
But yeah, Jurassic Park really good. Star Wars, that's for a different podcast.
We'll have to rank our top 5 franchises or whatever.
Yeah, but no, the Flash movie wasn't even on a level of being a good movie.
Batman saved it for me.
The original Batman.
Yeah, 89.
And some of the timeline stuff too. You know what I mean?
Like dude in the plane came down.
Villain, I guess the main villain didn't make sense.
It ends up being the 18-year-old Barry. After he's tried infinitely amount of times.
That itself doesn't. You mean like that doesn't bother me?
Do you know what I thought about? Who killed his mom? No, they never found out who killed his mom.
That's the whole reason why Barry wanted to go into forensics. Yeah. Not because his mom just died. No, because he seen something flying at like some red, like you know what I mean, flash in his room, and
to prove his dad's innocence is why he went. Yeah, he knew it wasn't.
But he was just like, she got stabbed, and that's it.
Yeah,
like I mean,
don't go back in time to see who it was. Go back in time to put the tomatoes in her freaking.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. trip the guy that's coming in there, or at least like see who it is. So it's like, it just don't make no sense.
If it is Reverse Flash, like it should have been.
It should have been the Reverse Flash, and like I just wish they would have gave him a backstory because not a lot of people know how he got his powers.
It's going as we're speaking 74-68.
68's so generous, too generous for me,
dude.
But it's just like, you know what I mean? Not everybody knows the particle accelerator, and one thing I don't like is like Central City goes from being a nice place in some shows to being bad and the TV show to the movie being like like
to Gotham 2.0.
Yeah, which I like the way they have it kind of in the show, which is not great. The show's not a masterpiece by any means, you know what I mean? But first season is really good. You know what I mean? I've always like some of my favorite parts of movies is like origin stories. I love origin stories, man. I don't know why, even in like TV shows and all that, like when I watch my animes, that's like one of my favorite parts. Like like a training montage and your origin stories is like, I'm like, yes. Like when even like Creed 2, when he was freaking fighting and doing the thing, I'm sitting like, shadow behind him. I'm like, yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
Creed 2 is so good too.
That's a good movie. It had such a good soundtrack, and that's what can make a movie really good too. It's like
Spider-Verse.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't a huge fan of the new ones, like soundtrack, because I didn't know none of the songs though.
But some of the songs
weren't. Yeah, some of the songs weren't like bad. You know what I mean? Like they were just like, I don't know. Like the first one I liked because it's like you had Post Malone and I had a lot of songs I already knew. Like, and that's the same thing why I like Guardians of the Galaxy so much too, because like, Guardians of the Galaxy quite literally has every song on my playlist. You know what I mean? Like. Hooked on a Feeling, you know what I mean? Like, all that. It's just, the new one, that's one reason why, like, I couldn't get as behind it as I could the other ones. Which, the new one was good, don't get me wrong. I mean,
I think it's the best one.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely, it's hard. You know
it's close.
Because they all are really good movies.
I think it goes, for me, it goes Guardians 3, Guardians 1, Guardians 2.
Yeah. I would probably get the same from me. Yeah. And Guardians 1 and Guardians 3 are really cool.
It's like
because
neck and neck, and then 2.
I mean, just having them all like get, together and having Groot and like, well, I see this guy. He's like, and Rocket, and come in and but what makes 3 as good as it is too, though, is like when you go back and watch those, you see like when Rocket gets mad at when they're gambling, he's like, he calls me a raccoon.
Yeah, he called me vermin.
Yeah, he's like, I didn't ask to get put back together and taken apart and put back together, And it just makes it where it's like,
Rocket, you're drunk.
Like, shut up. But it just makes it make a lot more sense. Which Dave Bautista, I liked him. He made him. He doesn't play a lot of good roles, but he played a pretty good role in that. But he's not going to play it no more, so I don't know who they're going to get play him. But yeah,
they just wouldn't use Drax, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Drax was not my favorite character out of it.
No,
Rocket or Quill.
Rocket for me for sure. Yeah, and then probably Quill.
I like Quill a lot, and I like Rocket because I like him because
I like Nebula.
Yeah, I like Nebula. Actually, she was nice.
Yeah, she's just not a top. Top 3 probably.
But I do like we don't have all like the time that we spent like with Rocket, Quill, Gamora. I didn't like Gamora in general. You know what I mean? Like she wasn't bad, but she wasn't.
Her and Quill together is good, but her
kind of
like
funny.
What's really?
But those are very good movies, and there's just what I mean. It's gonna be hard for. Well, I don't know. I don't think Marvel. I can't see Marvel doing anything good, and I hope the dude that moved over from Guardians of the Galaxy can
James Gunn.
Yeah, I hope James Gunn can bring back DC because we were just talking about. I know he bounced back and forth a good bit, but
back to Flash, which he said was probably the best. He said he spoke highly of. I'll say I don't know exactly what he said.
He shouldn't, because I mean his movie he just made blows it out of the water by 120 freaking miles. Oh, you know what I mean? And I truly can't get behind.
I think I saw a video, where he said Into the Spider-Verse was his favorite comic book movie of all time. Before Cross came out, but
Yeah, and it's a good movie, especially. Oh, well, I'm not even gonna get into that because that's gonna be our next podcast.
Yeah.
So
we're recording tomorrow, literally about Spider-Man.
So I'm not gonna get into that. But yeah. I mean, he's a really good director, and I'm excited to see what he can do for DC because DC just hasn't had good directors. You know what I mean? The only really good one that has came out.
Well, not bad directors and just bad
script.
Yeah, they haven't had. It's not really. I mean, I guess it's the director's script in general.
Yeah, I mean, the director should be like, "Hey, this is." They're not. I mean, it's very easy to please like people like us. I mean, we just kind of want. I mean, comic book. I mean, like, I just want to off the comic book. I don't need something like brand new. I haven't read every comic book.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, the only ones that I have like read, I've listened to a video on. I don't freaking read. So
there are times like Civil War that the movie is better. I like Civil War the movie better. Way better than the comic.
Yeah, I never read about the comic, but it's
Cap,
a good movie.
Cap dies in the comic.
Really?
Yeah, Crossbones kills him.
I don't even know who that is.
You know the dude at the beginning of Civil War, whenever he has, you know the dude in Falcon and Winter Soldier that's like, he kind of looks like the Punisher guy.
I think I know who you're talking about.
And his name's Rumlow. And they're in he's one of the guys in the elevator. They dropped the building on him.
Okay, that's what I was thinking you're talking about.
Remember he's fighting Falcon, they dropped the building, like stuff like falls on him?
Mm-hmm.
Well, when he's like scarred and stuff in Civil War,
mm-hmm.
he has the mask and like the team of guys that they just clap.
Yeah.
And then he like tries to suicide bomb and Scarlet Witch throws him in the building. That's Crossbones.
Okay.
He's like an assassin. I mean, kind of, I guess, but he kills Cap in the comics.
Yeah. I don't know. I like that movie. It was alright, but
I really like Civil War.
I wasn't a huge fan of it. I don't know. There's just something to it that I just couldn't get behind as much. I guess there's kind of like, I don't know. I just didn't like seeing them get divided. Then like,
I like that. Which it was that was the thing at the time that Batman vs Superman came out. Superhero versus superhero was big at.
Yeah, I guess that is true. But I didn't like, but yeah, back to DC. You
can tell, like, it's weird seeing, like, you know what I mean? You see that hero versus hero and now what are we moving into?
Hero versus hero.
No, everything's multiverse. And they're
true.
Both moving. It's like they all move at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're trying to compete, it's mainly DC trying to catch up to Marvel because Marvel have like phase, I think 1, 2, and 3 because we just got into 4, maybe the middle of 3.
No, I think we're in 5.
Okay, then so 1, 2, and 3 are really good. All those movies until Endgame. Yeah.
Yeah.
After that, trash. I mean, besides Guardians of the Galaxy,
3, No Way Home.
No
I'll save my. I wouldn't say it's trash.
It's not that good, man. The only reason it is good is
we need to save that for tomorrow.
Yeah, but yeah,
we'll save that for tomorrow.
I'm just, I don't know, but yeah.
Back to Flash. We moved off several times.
We're staying on DC.
Batman. That saved the movie for me.
Yeah,
I love.
Poor guy couldn't have got a neck though. I mean, they couldn't have gave the guy a neck. I mean, he
Bro, when he looked down, every time he looked down, he hit the.
Like he has to use his upper like.
Yeah, which that's how it always was in '89.
Yeah, and that's why I was laughing at it because that's why I was showing you. I was just like, dude,
that nostalgia for me. That definitely bumps it up more.
Oh yeah, and that's why the only reason why it is a 50.
Seeing the plane.
Yeah, you love that type of stuff. Dude, you're freaking excited on that.
Batman's my favorite superhero of all time. Not even close to anyone else. When the plane was shown coming out, what did I tell you?
If he doesn't go up to the moon, and got like the emblem.
Yeah,
I'm walking out.
And he did it, and I stroked out.
Yeah, you're having a stroke.
That's all I wanted to see. As soon as the plane came in, that was worth the price of the ticket.
Yeah, I I don't know why they didn't try to bring in the new Batman. I think they should have did that.
I don't want him to. I want him to be in his own.
Yeah, I guess.
I want him to stay.
Well, I don't want him to be like Justice League type deal, but
yeah, if he was like one of the cameo things, okay, but I don't want him as the new Batman. I want him to figure stuff out. Like,
I would like to see like,
dude, I want to see.
Forever. I would like to see that, like an old Batman. Like it's like the Lazarus Pit, you know how many? Or not? Is it Batman Forever or is it
Dark Knight Returns?
What's the animated movie where he's old and like he's training the new Bat? And
Batman Beyond.
Yeah, Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
I would really like to see a freaking Batman movie with the dude that came up in the new one. If they did that with him, that would be pretty sick. George Clooney, yeah, because
I just wish it's good for a cameo. Leave him out of it. Leave him out.
Why, you don't like George Clooney?
That I like George Clooney, which we're about to get into, ranking the Batman movies. That's one of my least favorite movies ever made. Batman and Robin.
I didn't know they even got a different actor in that one.
Oh yeah,
but I haven't watched them in a very long time. Well, but I just don't. I don't particularly. I don't know. I just. We
can get into the ranking now. There's 9. Last for me is Batman and Robin easily.
I would do Batman Forever.
I like Jim Carrey in that movie though. He's not a good Riddler. I just like Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey I like Jim Carrey, I guess, yeah.
Which just seeing Jim Carrey be Jim Carrey puts that a notch up for me. Yeah. But then next, it's Batman Forever.
Yeah.
For me.
You don't have to wait on me.
Well, what do you got?
It's the same thing. I mean, these are going to be very similar. I mean,
yeah. I just want to see your top 4 if it's the same.
Okay.
So,
what's the next movie?
I have. No, sorry. Did we say Batman Forever or Returns?
Batman Forever.
Forever is 9 or 8. 7 is Returns with the Penguin and Catwoman. Which is, we already agreed on these 3 the first time we recorded. Now we're pretty much where we were when it.
Yeah,
before the sweatshop. Yeah. Before,
before I had to go get some Neosporin,
Before we had to make a run to the drugstore.
Yeah. So.
6, I have 89. Which is Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson, Joker.
Yeah. That wasn't a bad movie. Weird ending, kind of, though. I did watch that more.
I just don't like it when Batman kills, and which is... I'm going to contradict myself also. Because I'm higher on I like Batman vs. Superman better than everyone else.
What do you mean?
Like, Batman versus Superman, I like it better than everyone else, I would say, for sure.
Hold on.
Better than you, for sure. I know I like Batman versus Superman more than you like it.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant you like that movie better than all the other Batmans. I was like,
no, more than everyone else likes that movie specifically.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I was about to say, you're really about to get flamed right now. You're really about to get bullied.
So I got 89 at 6. The Dark Knight Rises at 5 with Bane, where he sounds like he's talking in the seashell. Tom Hardy, Bane.
I might do freaking Batman versus Superman at 6. I'm sorry.
Well, that's fine. I'm just saying. At 6?
Mm-hmm.
What about 89?
It's above it. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. I'm not mad at that.
Because it's not a terrible movie, but it's just like,
and
it's a lot of BS. It seems like a lot of filler.
BVS. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll see myself out.
You should.
Then, but I don't like I like Henry Cavill. Don't like Superman at all.
Yeah, the Superman,
Man of Steel is trash to me. Never liked Man of Steel. Another thing, if you notice in Flash, why didn't he fight Zod in the desert instead of killing everyone?
I don't know.
Maybe that would have been a good idea. Yeah. But what can you do?
Yeah, he's a Kryptonian. He kind of.
What'd you think of the Supergirl?
She wasn't a bad Supergirl. She
I just
kind of seemed a little emo though.
I want to see the blonde.
Yeah, I'm not as like.
Which I know that's a different universe.
Yeah, this is kind of a more darker universe, which I'm guessing that's why the Superman. It's kind of like the Injustice almost world.
Yeah.
Where, I mean, obviously, I know the Injustice Superman wasn't always bad, but I mean, that's kind of how he is.
He's just Batman 2.0, pretty much.
Yeah,
he'll
kill if he has to, but he's like, I don't want to, but I will.
Like when he broke Zod's neck.
Yeah. Which I don't know. Which doesn't make sense though. Why would Zod sit there? I don't know. That just maybe was.
Yeah, Man of Steel
wasn't. I don't know. I liked it. I liked the first part. Second part.
Yeah, I do like him coming up.
Yeah,
and like it's almost like it's building the hope, like what Superman's built on, and then it's just like.
Nah.
They just open the window and throw it out.
Yeah,
and then,
he saves the kid, a bus full of kids, and it's like, no thanks.
It's like he's
and it's like it doesn't make sense. Some of it doesn't make sense because it's like, why is the kid mad? Why do you go home and tell your mom that this kid saved you, and you're mad at the people because it's like, why would you believe your kid in the first place?
Yeah, Clark picked the bus up out of the river.
Sure, he did, Timmy. Sure.
Maybe you hit your head a little too hard.
I'll take you to the hospital now. It's okay.
He's like,
dude, I promise.
Mom, I swear. It's just Napoleon.
Swear. Mom, I swear. Gosh.
It's the bus he threw the toy out of. We're getting into too many things.
Yeah. Gosh.
What are you at, 4?
5.
But okay, 4 for me. Okay, what do you have?
I have 89, Batman vs Superman, Returns Forever,
Batman and Robin. Okay, I said Dark Knight Rises. That's the only one we're separate. We're missing. You got that at 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is where I want to see. Where I'm gonna go ahead and put mine. What's first?
The Dark
Knight.
Yeah, 100%. It's so like. I love the new Batman movie. It was very, very, very close. I mean, it's hard because the reason isn't the Batman why I like the Dark Knight. It's the Joker. The Joker is the best villain I've ever seen on movie history. I mean, Heath Ledger
like Darth Vader,
good,
Heath Ledger, Joker. Like
I would even say like Heath Ledger was everybody out the water.
Like,
but yeah,
iconic wise, performance wise, it's not even.
I mean, Heath Ledger just played such a good role in that. I mean, just a perfect role. I mean, like, I've watched that movie 100 times, 100 plus.
It was on Netflix, dude. I watched it like once a week.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's one of those movies that you just don't get tired of because it's just like
it's the way so good.
The way he acts, the way he does everything, even like his little like minute movements, like where he licks his lips. It's just like it gets scary. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's
the way he just like goes from like to just like
you wanna show
look at me like dude.
Yeah, like he can snap. You know what I mean? Yeah. And he seems crazy.
That's
thing what everybody's missing is like Joker's. He tries to be funny and he wants to get the Bat to laugh, but he's not funny. And that's why the Bat doesn't laugh. He's
twisted,
a nut. Like he's a nut. He's a psychopath. And that I mean I kind of like the Joker movie, but it wasn't that great. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was just like school shooters.
Yeah, like
to me. I was like,
it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't go along with any of the Joker stuff.
He's like Bruce's half brother.
Yeah, I mean, like it's just weird. It's like the Bat isn't like he's not a skits. He's just crazy.
The Joker, you mean?
Yeah. That's what I said.
You said the bat.
Oh well, the Joker. He's not a skits. You know what I mean? He's just crazy, and he you know what I mean he's found someone that like he can't beat. I mean like I think it was you saying that he went to Superman to find an easy target. You know what I mean? I don't know if it was you know what I mean, like one of the things he just said.
Oh, in Injustice?
Yeah. He's like, I just wanted something easy to do, you know, and just killed Superman, Lois Lane.
Well, no, he used the fear toxin. That's killed. So dark, bro.
Yeah,
God, and she was pregnant.
Yeah,
God,
and like, blows up a city too. I mean, it's just a triple.
Triple homicide.
Yeah. But that's the only reason. Is Heath Ledger just played an amazing Batman.
Joker.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Joker. Which, I mean, what's his name? Played a really good Batman too. I don't know.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale. Like, if you told me that Christian Bale would be Batman, I'd be like, I don't know.
That's what I was gonna say. When Heath Ledger was cast, everybody was
irate. He was a little sweetheart.
Second for you.
The Batman.
I got Batman Begins above that.
Really?
Just because, for one, that was the first Batman movie I ever remember seeing because it came out in 2005. I'm pretty sure. When I was 4.
Yeah.
So, between that, Batman the Animated Series, 89, and maybe the Justice League cartoon, I mean, whatever was out then. That was Batman to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Christian Bale played an amazing Batman. Which, if you told me Christian Bale would play Batman and he would do good, I wouldn't believe you.
Yeah. I mean, we were 4, but...
Huh?
So we were 4.
Well, I mean, yeah, I was.
He's a good actor.
Too. You know, he's a great actor. Yeah. But he's just not, like, big. I mean, like, have you seen Ferrari versus Ford? Ford versus Ferrari?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I said it backwards. But
another
great movie.
Dude,
such a good movie. And I love driving movies. It's just not done right a lot of the times. Yeah. Like, I mean, it's sad, but like a good movie.
I just really wish they did Scarecrow better.
Yeah. The dude that played
Scarecrow was great.
Yeah.
But they, like, dude, I want to see him in the freaking suit, the hat, like the mask.
Yeah. Like he had the mask. But it was like a half-ass mask. You know?
It was a bag.
Good. Yeah.
I want to see him in the whole thing. Yeah. Which is what it's supposed to be, but
well, I mean, yeah, but in the show, or not, what's it called? He has a respirator, then it's kind of like a weird smile.
The Arkham game,
yeah, it's scary,
dude. The freaking syringe thing. Oh god, it's so like, dude, it's perfect.
Yeah,
I love he has a syringe finger, like he's actually scary.
Which that's kind of what I'm excited for the Batman, and that's one of the reasons why I like it so much too, because it's
there's a bug,
because it's like you can. Like even like, did you see the things with the Joker? It looks almost like a horror movie.
Dude, that's what it needs to be.
It want a rated R Joker Batman movie, dude. That would be so good.
Gotham is the darkest place.
Yeah,
dude.
That's one thing I didn't like in the movie. What's it called? They're like, we don't need the Batman no more. What do you mean?
What?
In the freaking Flash movie, they're like, well, we didn't really need the Batman no more. It's the best place. What's that? The Batman? I mean,
yeah. Sorry, I know. Yeah.
Was that the Flash?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's because there was no metahumans.
Yeah.
So Batman, it was low-level criminals. Batman stopped them all.
I didn't like that. I was just like, dude, that's been like freaking a insane asylum this whole time. Like, rent was $1 in Gotham. You know what I mean? Like, you'd have to get paid to live there. You know what I mean?
I have a lot of hope for the Joker. Obviously, well, first, obviously, my 3's the Batman. Yours, the Batman Begins. But I mean, it's Heath. To me, Heath is right below Jared Leto.
Yeah, Jared Leto. What?
Jared Leto, Joker.
Oh yeah. I don't remember his name, but yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, he was good.
No, I mean Jared Leto.
Yeah. Oh. I thought you were talking about
Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about Jack Nicholson.
No, Jared Leto.
Yeah, he's pretty good. But I like Jack Nicholson as his Joker.
He did good.
He was like, I don't know, he's kind of a little too playful
for the time.
Yeah, the time though, like
it was good.
They couldn't really get away with that much.
How do you mess up that bad though with Leto?
I don't know. I mean, he's messed up a lot of roles. He's pretty much
dude. He ruined the Joker. He ruined
Morbius.
Yeah.
I mean,
like
it's just hard to have someone like that and be like, it's hard to recover for something like that. Even if it wasn't him, it's still going to be hard for him to recover because it's just like you're going to be like, oh, that's the Joker. I don't want to watch that. That was trash.
Like put him in. If you put him the same lines, the same everything in The Dark Knight with Christian Bale,
it wouldn't even be close. I don't think.
No,
there's
Christian Bale is just a league above in act. Just his acting.
Well, not even that, dude. Freaking the Joker. I mean, Heath Ledger just like there's nobody that can match what Heath Ledger did. No, there's not a lot of people because he lived the role. It's like the dude that I watched the Elvis movie, and that was good too. And the dude still talks like Elvis. He's like, well, man, I just he's like, you still sound like Elvis did. He's just like, well, I just don't know how to stop talking like this now. It's kind of just used to, because like when you do that method acting, that's what you do. That's what you're saying. You know what I mean? You're talking like that. You're doing it, and that's like Heath Ledger. It's like, do you know the scene where the Joker like comes in and they're at the party with what's her name?
Where's Harvey?
Yeah. That was the first time the cast seen him, and most of them were actually like terrified because it was the first time they seen him in his costume or anything. So like they thought they were genuinely like getting freaking robbed.
Yeah,
and that's why everybody had so much fear too. There's a lot of stuff like that. It was a little messed up, kind of, because they just like surprised people and like
they did that. They did that with the Pennywise. The kids. That was a great idea.
Yeah, it really was.
They didn't show the kids what he looked like till they were in the house.
Yeah.
And they shot the scenes with them, obviously.
That's a pretty good movie too. The first one was pretty good.
The second one was dog water. The first one
was pretty good, yeah.
It wasn't scary. I just liked it. Like
I'm not a huge like scary movie person. I've watched like Friday the 13th and I haven't watched Halloween.
Just like a classic movie.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna go watch like
Skinwalker. No way.
Yeah.
No.
We need to react to the trailer for that. Dude, the way it made my just chilled. I told you the other night.
Dude, I'm gonna be scared. Don't.
Dude, I'm not gonna get into
nightmares.
God, dude, what are we at? We're at 42 minutes.
Like I said, it would be easy.
All right. We're getting into Apex tier list.
So this is gonna be like
see if you can guess who we main on Apex.
Okay.
Based on this.
Yeah, right. So we have F tier. I guess we're starting bottom top.
No, we'll just go
bottom to top.
No, just name.
Oh, okay.
Just based off name. I have Lifeline first.
Yeah.
S tier, obviously.
I think A.
I was gonna say B or A just because.
Well, it just depends because it's like her care package is useful, but it's useful from the beginning. It's like the same thing with Loba. Loba, her passive is seeing epics and higher up through walls, but that's not useful after you're 10 minutes in the game.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with her. It's like, you have her tactical, which her tactical is what makes her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What is even her passive?
The
revive, which that's really good too. Dude. That's what keeps her up. Because I think she would be A, because it's like it's a good.
Yeah, I was just kidding about S because I've mained her since the game came out. But
they're supposed to guess, doofus.
Sorry,
they probably could have told by the disappointment on their face.
Yeah, well, they could have told when I said S tier. Second, so Lions out. Octane,
he's hard. I would say A to B because it's like. I know you haven't really used them. I mean, you haven't used about nobody. But
no, I have used a lot.
His stems are good, but it's also a positive with a negative. When you stem, your hip fire goes in, so you can hip fire easily. and it'll the spread won't go as far. So you have a tighter hip fire when you stem, but you're also losing 30 health. I think it is. So I would say A to B.
I'll put him A because it's Octane.
Because he gets a pass. He has a good all around too. I mean, he'd be pretty close to S tier because he has he has a passive healing and he has the pad. He's a good. He's nice to have. I wish Tucker would play him so we have someone to push.
Tucker's not good enough to play him. Sorry, Tucker.
Yeah, sorry.
You're trash. Wraith.
F.
No.
Wait, Wraith? Oh,
Wraith.
Oh, right.
Portal Wraith with the kunai. What is it?
It's kunai, yeah.
I would say
A to B.
Just based off usefulness.
It just depends. Like, are we talking about like team usefulness? Because
I would say
it's a very selfish character.
I would say I would rank it like you're playing team full
squad.
Trio.
Yeah.
And you want to win, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the point.
I would say like B to C. I mean, really and truly. Her portal, it just depends on the person playing. You know what I mean? Of course, if you have someone that's good with playing Wraith and she can portal to get you and get you away, I guess B. Or A, I mean, I don't know.
I'd say B.
Okay, then let's do B. Because she's good. I mean, don't get me wrong, but it's like a lot of her stuff is usually used selfishly.
Yeah. Horizon.
I would put A. I mean, she's a pretty good
Other than, I don't know. I would do B. I was thinking B or C.
B or C?
Based off
on paper, she sounds not that great. But
yeah,
her passive, she's freaking slide to South Asia if you use her passive right. And her tactical is really good too because by the time it kicks you off, you can hit a full bat on her lift, on her grab lift.
Mm-hmm.
And her ult, you can throw it at people and it kind of sucks them up and gives you time to balls. But it gives you time to them to get a good suck and you to
yeah, we're going too far. That's too far.
And for you to get a heal off, or you can get some damage done, and if they do hit their lift, or the gravity, black hole or whatever, it shows you where they are. So,
I would say B. I was going to say B or C, but B. I feel like B is fair.
I would say, oh gosh, I don't know, it's hard. I don't think anybody's gonna be S tier though. If these people,
I think there's a couple that I would put. I mean, obviously your favorite you want to put up there, but
yeah, I would say I would put her as S tier, really and truly, if anybody, because
I would put.
I maybe Bangalore. Bangalore could be S tier. Let's just put her B right now.
All right.
And we can go from there because I don't know, it's hard, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I gotta erase this so I get more room. Next is Bangalore.
I would say probably S because her abilities, especially and someone that knows how to use them. Hello. I have an
S, I think.
So her abilities are all very useful, especially if you use her right. You can use her smokes, for heals. You can use her. She's very all around a good character, and I think if
her
passive? Double time, so she can run. If she's getting shot from the back, she can just hoof it, dog.
Yeah. I would say A or S, probably. Just, I mean,
think
she was
if
one
anybody
of the first
deserves S, I think it would be her because it's just such a she's a versatile character. You know what I mean? She's a very versatile.
All right. Next is Catalyst. Never used Catalyst.
I
don't think you have either, have you?
No, I haven't.
I'd say mid C just because we don't.
Well, that and she's kind of campy. You know what I mean? Her passive is to walk up doors. So
yeah, I don't know. Bloodhound.
B.
I agree.
he's good, but he's not that. You know what I mean? Like insane, especially now.
Ballistic.
I'd hit him an A almost. I mean,
I would too.
His ult's really good, and his his passive is like, you know what I mean? Carrying a third gun isn't important. If he didn't have
the fast reload infinite, dude, that's
what makes him an A tier or even S tier. He's really close,
especially if we're talking
I would almost put him in S too. You know what I mean? Like he's because he's versatile. You know what I mean?
This is who I was thinking probably S just for being how iconic it is Pathfinder. You gotta put Pathfinder S.
He can be definitely. I think he could go to S tier. I mean,
just because it's Pathfinder, honestly.
I mean, what a sweetheart he is. I mean,
hi friends. Just can't beat it.
Can't beat that sweet tone, that sweet voice.
Newcastle.
I'll put him A.
I think he's better Gibby.
Oh yeah,
for sure. So.
I don't know why people were using Gibby for some reason. I don't understand it because he's Gibby but better. The only thing Gibby has is his ult, which is the longest ult in the game. It takes the longest. I think it's like 2 minutes.
I put Newcastle A for sure.
Yeah, because I played with one last night, dude. He freaking was tearing them up, dog. I was like, oh my gosh.
Watson.
Watson's definitely
S.
S to A.
I think Watson. That's who I was saying. I think I had an S. I want to start using her.
Start, doofus.
Do the office camera look. I definitely like playing against a Watson or whenever you use Watson, I was like, dude, the Watson lifeline healing, bro. We had, we were in the room. Remember? We were stuck in the room, dude. People coming from every angle.
2v3 dog.
Dude,
Tucker was there, but you know.
Yeah.
You know how that goes. Yeah.
Sorry, Tucker.
Yeah.
Not sorry.
Not sorry.
You're trash. But we were in the room. You fenced the doors.
Yeah.
Dude, you had the shield thing spinning, and I had freaking Doc out.
Yeah.
Dude, we were 100 or 100% health.
All the time. That was the only reason we did it.
Yeah.
So her thing is like the only reason I wouldn't even, maybe not even put her S tier is because it just out in the open. She's like, she can like, I mean, you can use her alt to like use for cover or you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it's just like anybody. I mean, like if you watch that dude freaking Lamek 999, he's dirty.
Don't shout out people for free. Just kidding.
For our one viewer.
Yeah, for our one TikTok viewer.
Yeah, right.
Watson, Rampart.
Speaking
of,
but
out in the open.
Yeah, she's good.
But if you're in the open, dude, I love the walls.
I
would put B or A.
I was thinking B or B. Yeah.
I like B for her just because besides can't like really sitting. In other words, if you're not in a specific
area
situation,
she's not as useful. And I've been trying to main her, and that's
she gets Sheila so fast.
She does. Dude. But Sheila is like also it's easy-ish to counter. You know what I mean? And that's what makes it a C. Yeah. Because it's like you can't. I mean, you can fight back from Sheila because it's just like you're like
dude, but like if you're not obviously firing, you can run full speed.
Oh yeah.
That is like
it's nice.
She's good.
I think she plays a lot better on a controller player like yourself. You know what I mean? Because it's like for me, I'm like controller player. You know, you get that magic aim assist for him because
this is what. Remember when I said I'm going to save it in the first or when we test recorded? Caustic. If you play Caustic, you stink in real life. Stop playing Caustic. That's all. F. We're not even getting into Caustic. F. Ash.
Pause.
Trash. F.
No.
Ash is F.
She's not F. She's C at best. At worst. I mean.
D.
C.
D.
If we're putting Catalyst at C, her alt
but
is
that's
pretty
because
damn
we
good.
haven't used Catalyst.
Yeah, but Catalyst also, we're putting as her alt for one. You can go and have your thing, and it can get you out of tight situations.
The ring thing, or no, that's Lobo.
It's her sword where she cuts through, and you can, you know what I mean. And she can take the team with you, and it disappears. And her tactical,
but ain't it like it's not even far enough?
I mean, it would get you out of. When I was maining her on Xbox, we got ourselves out of.
Until you hit it 3 yards away.
Well, yeah, I just sucked at the time though too. You know? But
I don't know. I hated it.
C.
I hated when you used her.
I'll just C.
I guess I'll do C. Mad Maggie, Fire. I'd say B. She's on with Rampart.
Yeah.
Or I'd honestly put A or B.
I think A. I mean, I think A would be almost. I
really like Mad Maggie,
especially like her ball really good.
I'm running out of room.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to start getting some trash. Fuse, trap. Just kidding. Fuse though. I'd say
B does.
B or C.
Because this tactical is really useful, and if you're good enough, it makes a difference.
Mirage.
C probably. I don't know. It just depends on the person, but C seems fair.
Everyone that I've used played with that's not you is Dog Water. So.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I technically main Mirage right now, but I'm kind of switching around to Horizon.
Gibby, F or D?
D.
I mean,
he's still high.
I think he's used.
He's so big. Like he's doubled. I'm pretty sure he's about double the freaking size of Newcastle. But Newcastle almost has the same abilities.
And they're better. Like the shield. I mean, it may not cover full 360.
His arm shield, trash. I'm sorry. I can shoot you 3 times. I've had to do freaking shoot. He's came out, hit me 3 times with a burst. I've slid, beep, 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 dead.
Yeah.
If I can turn on you like that and kill you and break your shield, it's not. Yeah. It's not.
So F or D?
D. Who do you have in F?
Caustic.
Oh, Caustic.
Because he stinks.
Yeah, he's stinky. Stinky boy.
I refuse to even get into it.
Yeah, I mean, I just forgot who we had down there. I was like,
Caustic, Valkyrie.
I would put her almost as S if it just depends on who it is.
I would do,
especially until just recently though. Her ability, like her alt, really good. Tactical, really good too. If you can actually freaking hit it, Tucker, you suck. You can't do it. But I don't know. I think she should be A or S.
I think
S.
I would put her S, honestly.
Because especially if you use that alt good, it's very nice. But I did play with a kid last night. It put me farther in Storm, and I really was running freaking rage. I was like 1 health, and he's like, and I was like, what? I have no heals.
Loba. C.
C?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean,
her
you were
rings
saying,
are good though.
Yeah, but for trios,
I think
the loot at the off rip, good. Late game, it's like not for 80% of the game.
But
it depends on the
I was
player,
thinking that too, but I've started playing with them, especially in ranked right now. Since the circle gets so small, she throws that alt down, and you could just shield swap, and she gets about every minute 30. So she would throw it down, you'd like get shields, and there's so much dead boxes there, you get so much loot.
I still wouldn't go higher than B.
I think B's fair.
Yeah, I was gonna do C, but B's fair. I'd say.
I'm about to urinate on myself.
Golly,
that was huge, right?
Vantage, C.
Yeah, I mean she's not like. I mean she's just a sniper. I mean,
nothing
but like
special.
Her tactical's all right. Or I mean her passive, where she'll tell you if you have more players in the team and what their armor is. Yeah. That's pretty good. But also Seer does that. Do we have
Seer? Yeah,
is that
was the next one.
Okay.
Seer, I would say A or S.
Yeah. He just got nerfed though too. But yeah. I mean, he can't throw his alt as far, so it's like,
still,
I think he'd be S because it tells you not just like, oh, they're there. It tells you it's freaking health, how much health they have, and every footstep they take.
Oh yeah.
And I think his tactical like shows like it just like if you were trying to res and I throw your tactical at you, it'll stop you.
Oh yeah.
I think so. From what I've heard, I don't know.
I've never used them.
I've never have either. I'm not good. I gotta have something I can get out of sticky situations with.
Yeah.
Or just like
I've seen
make 20 of myself.
yeah. I've seen Nick Merckx use him a pretty good bit. Like when he first switched, and he would fly, bro.
Yeah, you could freaking.
Yeah.
That's why I've been trying to get Trevor Tucker to use them, but no.
Crypto. I would say C.
I don't know, man. C?
I would say C just because, like, with ranked, you know what I mean? Sitting in a building, you can put the thing out and see
if
where
we're counting for ranked, yeah, definitely C. Because he can pick up your Bane or two and revive you with his drone. But without his drone, he's useless.
Oh, yeah. Last but not least, Revenant, F.
F. No. Under F. Under whatever is less than
Z. All the way to Z.
Yeah, Z. Complete and utter garbage.
We did it. We got S tier, Bangalore, Pathfinder, Watson, Valkyrie, Seer. A, Lifeline, Octane, Ballistic, Newcastle, Mad Maggie. B is Wraith, Horizon, Bloodhound, Rampart, Fuse, Loba. C, Catalyst, Ash, Mirage, Vantage, Crypto. D, Gibby. F, Caustic, Revenant.
I'm almost still tempted to put Horizon at S. But
I would put her A. I don't know. I don't think she does enough, like, for everyone.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
That's why I had her B. I was thinking B or
for
A.
For personal use, though, she is very much.
Oh, if we went just solely personal use, a lot of them would switch.
Yeah.
I mean, Caustic would be S if we went personal.
Yeah. Well, if we're counting off rank, Caustic is good. Caustic is a good character. He's just a pain in the ass.
You just stink.
Yeah, you're just
aggravating.
You stink. It's just like you get. He gets 16 traps. It feels like every second. He freaking throws 100 of them down. I'm like, bro, if I freaking walk into another door and get sneaked again, I'm gonna rage. You know what I mean?
Dude, I hate him.
He's so aggravating, but I mean, he is a decent character. Luckily, his ult takes 18 years to come through because his ult pisses me off even more. He has this little grenade, but his passive's pretty much useless also too.
Yeah,
because his ult is pretty. I mean, his passive's pretty trash. It's just see you through. I mean, I feel like I think he should get a different passive. There's a few characters in the game that like Rampart shouldn't have that. Her ult's trash. I mean, his passive's trash.
Oh yeah.
I mean, especially right now with the meta it's in.
Well, no.
LMGs are trash. They're not worth.
Oh, passive, yeah.
Yeah, her ult is good, but no, her passive garbage.
Yeah.
I think it should change to be like something different. You know what I mean? Maybe give you a little extra SMG or something like that, bullets.
Yeah. No, I think you should be able to stack.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I guess there's light ammo LMGs too, but I think you should be able to stack more heavy with her.
Yeah, something like that.
Or,
I mean,
yeah.
Because, like, just hers right now
what
is the
it?
LMG.
More damage with her or something?
I think I think she has, like, a 2 kind of passive thing where it's, like, you do more damage to your walls.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then she has her LMGs where, like, you get more capacity and faster reloads with it. Which would be good.
Oh, yeah.
They're just trash right now. I mean, the Spitfires, I mean, it's usable, especially with her. But it's like it's a good damage gun, but it's not like there's been plenty of times where I just about put the freaking whole clip in them, and they're just like, and just you see the little, bye, see you later. She's just gone. But
well,
I guess that's the first episode.
The first episode of
Helmet to Helmet.
Hopefully many more
Idiot to Idiot podcast.
Hey! What do we end on?